Hey there, fellow Scratch Builders. I didn't have time to get part 6 or Sir Handle done for this month, but I did want to deprive you of at least something short of the spinning display thing, that April Fool's video. So I wanted to take you on a little tour of what's going on. So let's take a look. Let's start off with good old part 6. What I'm really trying to find are some decent grab iron stanchions for him. The real locomotive would have used Markland parts, and I can't get those. What I can get, and already have, is the vinyl to replace his tender numbers. The decal versions tore off when I masked the tender during some of the modifications, and I honestly didn't care for the decal number 5s either. So I just haven't been motivated to do these until I get the grab irons. Otherwise, his eye mechanism is completely operational, and there really isn't much else to do other than a cold load and potentially put some black accent around the mouth of the face. More importantly, I think I'm going to hold off on the official reveal until August. Now, I know that most of you hate that idea, but trust me, I think it's going to be worth it. I have a great idea for a reveal. That is, of course, if I have time to build a set that I have in mind. Second up is Sir Handle. He's pretty much done, except that I learned that the original narrow gauge locomotives don't actually have a two-piece faceplate, because the face is the front plate holding the eyes from falling out. This explains why the eyes on mine have been sitting too far back in the 3D printed face. Now I've got to 3D print some replacement parts, which usually means waiting a ridiculous amount of time from Shapeways, then also paint a new set of eyes, finish the cab blank offs, and prepare a few faces, because I don't want to do just one expression. It sounds easy. It isn't. Now we have the Munsell coaches. I'm really looking forward to these. None of them had bogies when I got them, but I just got a set a few days ago, and I'm attempting to cast them. Like everything with these big things, it's costing way too much money. Plus I still have to remove, mold, and cast the other side of this one coach along with the roof. The silicone and resin alone will be ridiculously expensive, not to mention that I have to build basically a huge toaster to put the acrylic on top of, so when it gets warm, I can put it over the vacuum forming machine, which I also, have built right over here. Now, Gauge 1 Gordon. First of all, I really don't want to finish mine before Diesel 10 TV finishes his, because I really made these laser cut parts for him, so I want him to have the privilege of being able to reveal first. Now, besides that, I really need the chassis for him, and I can't really justify the cost of that right now with all these projects right and left. I did figure out, however, that I can make a 3D print of the splashers and then cast the splashers in silicone. So that way I can make resin copies of it, put them on this one, smooth them out, send them to Diesel 10 TV, and that way it's a lot more cost effective. I also have this Slater's wagon kit in 7mm sitting around. So you say, why do I need another 7mm kit? I already did the park sides. This one's a little bit different. It used to be a Coopercraft kit, and it's the basis for a lot of the Season 4 wagons. So I want to go and get this guy done so I can have him behind Sir Handle when I finally reveal him. And that's about it, except for these rather little interesting things sitting here. And they'll feature a little bit later on, perhaps next year. And that's about it. And since you made it this far, here's a little montage for you. Cue the montage!